Reverse sear. Let's have at it. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Outdoors with Geoff. Before we light the coals for today's cook, take a minute and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can be notified of any new content that comes to the channel. Man, have I got a treat for you guys today. I'm cooking a 2.5 pound Angus choice Cowboy Ribeye steak. We're going to season this with a Cattleman's Grill California tri-tip seasoning and go low and slow at 275 until we reach an internal of 120 degrees. Set the Masterbuilt to 625 degrees and sear this bad boy until we reach an internal of 140 degrees. For today's cook, I'm going to be using B&B lump charcoal with a blend of post oak and pecan wood chunks. Here I'm using olive oil as a binder, and I'm going to season both sides of the steak heavily with the California tri-tip seasoning. One thing to always remember when seasoning a thick cut like this, always be sure and get your sides. This is a dense piece of meat and it can take a lot of seasoning. You'll also find that more seasoning will give you extra flavor when you get to the searing process. The Masterbuilt Gravity Series is loaded and lit, and today we're going to be holding this cook at 275 degrees for the first hour. And you can see we're starting to get some good smoke rolling from that pecan and post oak, and the pit's up to temp, so let's get this bad boy on and start the cooking process. And as always, this coarse California tri-tip seasoning is going to pack a lot of flavor into this cook. And here's where we're sitting after an hour. We haven't quite hit that 120 mark, so we're going to add about another 15 minutes to the cook. And you can see we've hit temp here, so it's time to get this ribeye off and let it rest while we prepare for the second portion of the cook. You can see we got some really good color from that pecan and post oak. In the meantime, we're going to crank the Masterbuilt 560 up to 625 degrees for the searing process. And here we're beginning the searing process. We're just going to let this run for 30 seconds and then turn, go another 30 seconds, and then flip and hit the other side. And here's where we're at after a 15-minute rest. Just to recap, we started with a 2.5 pound Angus choice Cowboy Ribeye steak. We trimmed it, rubbed it in olive oil as a binder, and seasoned it with Cattleman's Grill California tri-tip seasoning. We then let it smoke at 275 degrees with pecan and post oak wood chunks until we reached the internal temperature of 120 degrees. We then seared it at 625 degrees until we reached the internal temperature of 140 degrees. The flavors on this thing were incredible, especially with the California tri-tip, and the post oak and pecan wood chunks added a mild smoke flavor that took this thing to the next level, and that sear added a crust and a flavor that was out of this world. Leave a comment below to let me know what you thought of the cook. Alright guys, thanks for watching this episode of Outdoors with Geoff. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications when more content comes out. And also check out these videos here on the channel as well.